I am so excited to be here with you guys. Like, I couldn't even just like relax and do my own thing. I just got home not too long ago. I did what I needed to do with my animals and everything, started reviewing everything that I noticed today, and I just got really excited and was like, I want to go hang out with my people. So, yeah, I've really started to enjoy doing this. Like, I look forward to it now. It's like something that is something for me to be thankful for at the end of my day. I get to hang out with you guys, share with you what has happened throughout my day. And one of the reasons why I do that, let me get some music started. And before that happens, of course, repeating myself with my own cycle, which is I do not own the rights to any of these songs. It's just a random shuffle off of my playlist. But tonight is not a random shuffle. I think that because there are songs that I've been noticing when I've been around, and I also met someone new through the um, YouTube feature that commented on one of my posts about how she had lost her son and found great comfort and connection with one of the Ghost songs. And I'm a big Ghost fan, so she mentioned Mary on a Cross, so I'm going to be playing that for her and dedication to her son that she, lost. And I can't imagine how that feels, so my heart goes out to her at this time. So that's why I'm here. Like, sometimes people are always like, well, not always, I've had this one instance recently where kicked the camera, got me all fiery about it. But this one instance recently where someone came on one of my videos and was like, just some advice. People don't want to hear all that talking. Basically, just get to the fucking point. Okay, cool. That's one opinion. And I tried to take it with a grain of salt and was basically like, hey, I'm telling people to be authentic. So this is me. I'm authentic. I'm just trying to be relatable to people. And this is an instance of that, me trying to be relatable to people. I talk about myself because I'm hoping that some of you guys can relate to it. I have a lot of different facets to my personality. I have a lot of different interests. I learn lots of things. So I talk about these things, so maybe you find a commonality, because that's what we need in this world right now, is commonality. Let me get the music started. Like I said, I don't own the rights to any of this. The first song up is a song that I heard in the store that I was in today, and it's The Loving Spoonful. Do you believe in magic? So throwback. All right. Do you guys believe in magic? Because you should. If you're here watching me, then yes, you absolutely believe in magic. Like, come on. That's been the theme here lately for us. We are magical, baby. Believing in all the things that we were told not to believe in, or that were mystical or made up. Like, believe in magic. You're magic. And magical things are happening at this time. So absolutely open your mind up to that. So I'm going to go over some things really quickly that I noticed today. And one of the reasons why I do that, one, like I said, is to be relatable. I enjoy sharing my day with you guys, and you seem to really dig it as well. But also, it's a way for me to show you guys how to do the practicing of your abilities within your own life. Because this is what I do, basically. Vader, let's not. Sit down and leave your brother alone. Yeah, Declan's laying on his dog bed, but he's going through this hormone thing right now lately, where even like if Declan's around him at all, he tries to be like domineering over him. I don't know. Yeah, I'm talking about you, sir. But anyway, the reason why I talk about things throughout my day is to give you guys examples so you can go out into your day and do the same thing. Whatever happens to catch your attention throughout your day is probably trying to give you a sign in your own language, more or less. So it's not going to always appeal to everybody else. Right now, it appeals to you guys when I'm mentioning it, because I, in my karmic contract as a starseed, volunteered to be a vessel. So that's why I'm here every day, trying to deliver the message, the downloads that come to me through music or through what I observe throughout the day. And then I use tarot and other cards as another form of divination to get the message from the spirit world to you guys. This song is called 1035. and it's by Tiesto and Tate McRae. And this song came on this evening when the energy started like shifting. It seemed like all I saw around everywhere were couples in love, and all the songs coming on the radio had to do with like someone wanting someone, like pursuing someone, being very infatuated with them at this time. And that has been something that's been in the readings recently. Specifically, that was the last card of last night's tarot, marriage. So marriage can't happen if there's no relationship. So the ones of you guys that are in relationships right now, you may be getting engaged, you may be getting married, you may be having babies soon. See, 10:35, and I can feel your arms around me, and I'm drowning. Yeah, drowning in a lot of, if you're having them babies, like there's a lot of that horse energy, that spicy energy happening right now. Got me worked up about it. Got my face all flushed and stuff. So yeah, that's the theme right now. There's a lot of unrequited love happening out there, words unspoken, maybe exes coming back into your life and having things that they want to say to you. Maybe they finally did the work to see through their own smoke and mirror bullshit, you know what I'm saying? They over here seeing how bright you shining over here, and they got things that they want to say to you. Like, what she just say? She just said, so many things that I'm afraid of, but right now I ain't scared of nothing. Because all she knows is it's 10:35 and she is ready for you. Love is ready for you. So that's been a strong theme, and I'm going to tell you, from what I've been observing out in the world, yes, love is very much happening out in this world right now, and it's such a beautiful thing, especially now around this holiday season. My voice is my throat is really tickly right now. Okay, so some of the animals that I'm going to cover, but I'm not going to do it now because I'm just like going over my day basically with you guys and also doing channeling through the music and stuff like that. But I'm going to make another video, and this is Ghosts, Mary on the Cross. And like I said, this song is dedicated to one of my newest followers. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the videos, to connect with me, for sharing your experience in your life and something that's very special and important to you. Like, do not think that I did not notice and I am not appreciative of it. I very much am. So thank you, ma'am. I'm so sorry for your loss. I hope that this song brings you some comfort. I see you and I acknowledge your feelings. I'm empathically feeling it right now. So yeah, I'm a true empath. I pick up on emotions really easily. I don't even have to be around people. What is up with my throat tonight? Maybe I should go ahead and do protection because I feel like something doesn't want me to talk this evening. I'm going to do 2 cloves tonight for extra protection. So earth with the cloves. And I'm working with a bunch of different crystals tonight. I still have my clear quartz, Himalayan salt, labradorite, and I've been carrying the shungite in my pocket all day. So SHUNGITE. And if you're around technology a lot, oh, I got a piece of tissue on my finger. If you're around technology a lot, then this is probably something that would be beneficial for you. Yes, Vader is in a very playful mood. Now he's over here messing with the cat. So the empath, because that's what he is. He's my barometer more or less on what the empaths do. He's an extremely empathic boy. So Some other crystals that I'm working with at this time are Dalmatian Jasper, and that's supposed to be to remind you to be more playful. One of many properties. I do have a video on here called More Advanced Crystals, I think, and it covers the properties of this. Picasso, Jasper, Tree Agate or Agate, Crocodile Jasper. I forgot what the other term of it was, but it's also known as Crocodile Jasper. Honey Calcite. This is Rutilated Quartz. I always like that one to look at it. Septarian, Bumblebee Jasper, Bandit Agate or Agate, Seven Stone. Oh, I had them all until that point. Oh, this is Kambala Jasper. That's the other name of it. This is Botswana Agate. Excuse me. And I can't remember this one for some reason. I'm drawing a blank on it. Let me see if I can find the card. My little bag, my little satchel. No. So Super 7, that's what that one was. I don't have that card in here. No, well, maybe it'll come to me in a minute. But anyway, it's supposed to be a good one that helps out with remembering your dreams, and that's why I kept it. I think it starts with an R. So hey, if you know it, put it in the comments. Help me out. Like I said, maybe I'll think about it in a second. 1151, Instant Manifestations and Big Change. And as you can see, I don't have my glasses on, so I'm very Mr. Magoo about things right now. This song is called Jim Jones, and it's by Skynd. So S-K-Y-N-D. And they have some very interesting songs. They sing about like serial killers and real things that have happened, like in society and things like that. It's two people, a guy and a girl. We shall overcome someday. Come to God, come to the temple, come. Okay, so anyway. All right, something else that I noticed today was a red door. So I looked up what that meant. So red doors are a symbol of being welcoming and warm. In North American lore, they signified a safe house along the Underground Railroad. In Scotland, it signifies a paid-off mortgage for that house. And in Feng Shui, it symbolizes the opening up of chi or energy. So for some reason, that door just really caught my attention. So I figured I'd talk about it. I ran into one of my neighbors today that I haven't, I see him, but we have not interacted with each other in like over a year easily. But for some reason today, he decided to like call out and get my attention. So basically, he took the advice of the reading from last night, and he was very bold and made the first move. He told me he tried to call me, but I changed my number. So he reconnected with me today, and that's where I am in my life anyway. I feel like people are naturally being drawn or brought into my life at this point. So if they have been people that have been from my past and now all of a sudden they're popping up, I'll try to give them the benefit of the doubt, you know? Because I'm like, maybe it's that divine timing, divine intervention things. And since I am an empath, I will give them the benefit of the doubt until they prove me otherwise. No judgment. Like, I just, of course, I'm curious as to be like, why such a long distance time apart from each other? But it could have just been because we weren't on the same frequency as each other. For whatever reason, he was working on his crap and I was working on mine. And right now we are on the same frequency. Or maybe he noticed me, like, I'm part of the collective. So right now we're very much in our sun energy. Where is that card? Of course, here I go. Here I go with the chaotic witch stuff. You guys already know. You've been here with me, so you know how it goes over here. So please give me some forgiveness, please. Thank you. I need to get this ritual over with, apparently, though. But yeah, sun energy. So maybe he saw that sun and it brought him over here and he wanted to just reconnect. For whatever reason, he was there. So it made me think about how that is a theme that's happening right now, because since we are closing off cycles and moving into a new cycle, 3 different cycles. Like I said, the first one ranges somewhere in between like 16 to 20 years. Second one ranges somewhere in between like 6 to 10 years. And the last one ranges basically about 2 to 3 years. So each of those cycles are now coming to a close because of Pluto and Aquarius. This is the time where we're making the choices and the decisions and stuff that we're going to be taking with us for the next 20 years. That's the cycle. Pluto in Aquarius is 20 years. So that is another reason why one of the cards that popped up had to do with retirement. Well, first and foremost, this right here, surrendering to that sweetness, that life right there. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. And as I previously mentioned, with all the songs popping up in that love in the air kind of energy, that is what is very much happening. Marriage, babies, love, and relationships is very, very, very much in the mix right now. Somewhere over the rainbow type energy, I'm telling you. So bringing up my neighbor, like I said, there's going to be people right now from your past, or maybe brand new people. They see that sun. They see that sun, baby, and they want to bask in all of the glory of it. They want to feel your warmth all over their body. And I'm going there because, like I said, right now we are in that horse energy right now. That flirtatious, I want to get to know you. What is it about you? I can't stop thinking about you energy. That is the energy I've been picking up on all afternoon. So if you're not interested in hearing about love and relationships, tonight might not be the night for you, because that's what's on deck. And it could have to do with love and relationships as far as family members go. It's not necessarily romance, but like in this case, the romance is heavy. These people want to get heavy with you too, if you know what I'm saying. They want to put a little bit of body weight on you. I'm telling you, that's the energy I'm feeling. And like I said, I'm in this house by myself. I don't have anybody to flirt with right now, but that's the energy I'm feeling. I feel like I want to go stand in the mirror and flirt with my damn self right now. Why is my battery on my phone dying? This thing was completely charged up. Well, I came prepared. Like I said, I'm like a Boy Scout. I stay ready. So I ain't got to get ready. So we're good on that. All right. Very much, like I said, that first move energy. And it could be you. It could be you. You could have just went through a tower moment where you lost someone that you, maybe it was the love of your life. I don't know. You guys just weren't on the same page as each other for whatever reason. This is Amy Winehouse. You know I'm no good. And I heard this song inside of the restaurant this evening. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I'm getting congested. So please forgive me. You might be that person. Maybe in the past, you were no good. And they were like, no, you're no good. You need to work on that shit over there, please. But, you know, you worked on it. You made your spiritual connection. Faced your childhood traumas and all of that stuff. Healed. Got the help you needed, maybe from therapy, medication, whatever you needed to do to get to be a better version of yourself, to make the portal so you could go on the trip with them. They are at the destination. They already got on the train. Apparently, there was another one coming in fast behind, the red eye, so to speak. You wanted to get back on that path with them. You wanted to meet them, leave, travel, and catch up. Man, I'm telling you, you had to do a lot of sacrificing, I'm sure, to get to this point. And maybe at this time, that person may be ready to forgive you because they realize that you gained a lot of wisdom and you're a different person now. That could be what's happening. Maybe you're not trouble anymore. Maybe you finally got it together. So you might need to be the one that needs to make the first move. Don't let it be one of those woulda, coulda, shoulda moments where you have one of those Great Gatsby things going on in the background where you just thinking about this person for the rest of your life, the one who got away. And now, like I said, I'm not giving any of you guys any advice as far as you taking someone back, you getting rid of someone, whatever. Take it as it resonates. This is your life, your choice, your decision. These are your people that have been in and out of your life. You know. Are they still trouble? Did they tell you I'm no good? Because some of y'all got that thing, especially women. I'm calling y'all out because I am a woman. For some reason, women, y'all want the bad guy. Y'all want the one that gives you all the spice, doing all the things in the bedroom. And then you out there in them streets complaining about, why I can't never find me a good man? He told you he was trouble and you still went over there. That's why. That's why. Learn from your lessons and do not repeat the cycle of that. If that's your damage, if that's your toxic shit that you do, learn from that and leave them trifling ass men alone. Let them go have their tower moment somewhere else. Let them go find someone else to use. You should know what your worth is by now. To know, hell nah, red flags, your ass is trouble. Thank you next. And get the hell rid of them. Because when you get rid of them, you cheated yourself by dealing with that. Like they knew you would. They saw you coming from a mile away. Chances are you were dealing with the narcissist and they saw you and they were like, yes, my new victim. They're not going to know until it's too late. Ha ha ha. No, let that shit go so you can find the real love of your life. Start looking for people for what they internally got. I'm telling you, looks fade. You're going to eventually be left with a companion. Can you stand that person? Are they intellectually stimulating you? Or is it just looks? Are they going to take care of you when you get sick? Or is it just looks? Do they have a spiritual connection and want to know about things more than just the distractions of life, the bells and the whistles, you know, the freshest kicks, the shiniest car, the biggest house, how much money they make? Do they have any depth to them? Because money and material comes and goes. That's one of the vows, for richer or for poorer. What are they going to do for you in your life when times get hard? Are they going to be a ride or die for you, or are they going to be one of fair weather fucks? So if they are, let them fly away. Forgive them and let their shit fly away. You can have a peaceful resolution and wish them well far the fuck away from you. All right, let me finish this ritual. This is Justin Timberlake and Chris Stapleton. Say something. Say something. If it's you, say something. If it's your person, then they need to step the hell up and say something, because the train is leaving the station. No one is waiting around for people to figure out what they want to do with their lives. Step up or step out. And that is my new thing that I've been saying. Say something or get the hell on. Ain't nobody got time to waste right now. We got dreams and hopes and paths and stuff to go get on. For real. Can't help yourself? Well, that sounds like a you problem. Because we over here helping ourselves. So, earth with all the crystals, the club, fire. Because it's creeping energy. I'm feeling it. Song starting to change. You can't help yourself. Well, you're going to have to learn how to. Looking for something you can't have. Exactly. If you're dealing with the karmic trying to come up in here and get in your space and ruin your life by making you cycle through their unhealed trauma, hell yeah, make them feel like you something they can't have. Bye. See ya. So, sorry about that. Another thing I saw was a billboard that says "I am Casa," so like CASA, like house, home for in Spanish. But here, Casa is like they are volunteers that help children that are going through something, like usually some type of abuse or violence or something within the system. For some reason, that billboard just really caught my attention. Like, just it was an older African American woman on there, and they were asking for volunteers. So there's another example. If you are a person that you have a soft place in your heart for children, specifically children going through a hard time, the system needs you. And you can be a volunteer through an organization like CASA, or you can be a foster parent. I used to be a foster parent. I don't have a child with me at this time, but I was a foster parent for 2.5 years, a therapeutic foster parent. So I had the children that really, really had hard lives. Specifically, my foster daughter went through some really traumatic stuff, and it greatly affected her mental state at such an early age. She has so many hurdles that she's going to have to get over because of generational trauma that her mother and the choices that her mother made and the people that she chose to bring into her life. Like, it's such a sad situation. And I tried to be there for the time that I could be, but she needs a lot more help than I could provide at that point in time. So I took a break from being a foster parent because that was 2.5 years of my life that took a tremendous toll on me, especially emotionally. So then to have to give back a child that you invested so much time and love into it's heartbreaking. It's truly like losing a child. I did not birth her, but I loved her like she was mine. The plan was adoption, but like I said, she just had a lot of things that I couldn't have her. I couldn't help her with the help that she needed. So hopefully she's getting that now. As you can see, it still weighs very heavily on me. But if you have the space and the capacity within your heart to open your home up and your heart up to a child in need, there's so many. The foster care system is heavily burdened at this time. So if you ever thought about having kids, sometimes the greatest way to say something is to step up and be there for someone that actually needs it. This is Genesis. That's all. That's all. Step up. Speaking of stepping up, I gotta skip to something. The dads were out today. Yes, they were. They were doing so much more than this. They were all up in their divine feminine energy. I saw it everywhere. I saw it online with friends that are fathers, and they were hanging out with their kids, doing, the car, singing in the car thing. Super fucking adorable. And the dads and the granddads out today, out and about, because it's holiday season, so there's a lot of families that are gathering together because Thanksgiving is this Thursday. So while I was out, let me tell you about a couple of instances where the dads were stepping up in their divine feminine energy. And I'm so excited because that's what we need. That's all. That's all we need. Like I said, you could be a masculine. Just be in touch with your feelings. It's okay to love. Like, for real. Just pull yourself out of that toxic shit. We need to get away from that. That's the spiritual war we're dealing with. We need this balanced out energy. Trust me, your wife probably thinks it's super sexy when you step up. Just saying. Protector, provider, the family, whole mood. Like, come on, cook her dinner every once in a while, take the kids out early in the morning and let her sleep and watch what happens. I'm telling you what I know. It's the little things. She probably don't want you to buy her stuff. I mean, that's great, but she wants you to show up on a regular basis. Wash some dishes, take the trash out without her having to tell you to do so. Those are ways you can show her that you love her. Pay attention. And that also, not to discredit, because there's a lot of men that are in their divine feminine energy, and y'all women be out there taking advantage of them. So either or. Gay, straight, whatever, relationships in general, do not take advantage of a good person, because that makes your ass a karmic. And karmics over here in that Wheel of Fortune energy right now losing their damn minds. Over here in that reverse Five of Pentacles energy. And we over here in the High Priestess. Ain't nobody got time for your shit. If you can't come and show up, and more than just talking, but in action, you can go. It'll be easier for both of us. Bye. So the dads. So the first instance was, it was a family of 5. They were out eating at a Mexican restaurant. There were 3 women, a father, and a son. And the father was the one that was like all jokey, entertaining everybody, making everybody happy. He was holding his son's hand everywhere that they would go. Like, it was very lighthearted energy. And I was like, oh, look at y'all. Look at y'all holding the damn hand. So the second time was, it was a earth, fire, air, water. Like, come on with this throat stuff. God forbid I talk about something happy. It's just a shame, that's all. So anyway, group of 8. It was a mixed family deal. I'm pretty sure one of them was a grandfather. But one of them had a kid up on his shoulders, and the other one was holding the other kid's hands. There was 3 kids, couple of women, couple of men. The women were walking in the front without a care in the world. You could tell they were like, hell yeah, I got a break from this shit. Thank you so much. They were in the front just smiling, living their best lives. And the men were in the back picking up the slack, hanging out with the youngins. It was beautiful. Like I said, I was like, yes, look at those masculines living in that feminine stuff. Like, for real, y'all can do it. It's attractive. Give your ladies a break. All right, let's see what else. Like I said, there are some animals that I'm going to talk about at some point in time. Crows, cats, and the cats that I kept seeing were the black and white tuxedo cats. So the way that I took it by seeing them was like, okay, a balance. Finding balance, duality. Oh, TLC, silly H-O. Silly hoe. I guess I can say it on YouTube. I hope I don't get in trouble. But I mean, I cuss. I think I can say a hoe. Maybe I'm talking like hoe in the garden. Y'all see I got dirt on this hat. Working in the garden. Hoeing up things. But no, there's some silly hoe action, that Jezebel energy all up in the mix. They're not being maternal at all right now. They out in them streets. Showing their ass and giving it away apparently too. We are at 32:43, so I'm gonna probably wrap this up pretty soon and then go into, I'm gonna take a break, maybe do some research with these other animals. I might do an additional one because there are 3 animals that I want to cover, but there are also animals that have been brought up because one of my newest connections that I made through the Alchemist tribe, and that's, I like to plug this whenever I have it. If you don't know what that is, it is a group on Facebook. I think we have maybe about 27 to 28,000 people in the group currently, and it's growing very quickly. I'm a moderator and a chat host over there, and I meet all kinds of wonderful people, so smart and so much knowledge that I don't know. So that's why I love to engage with you guys, so we could barter that information back and forth, have that connection. I'm not here for any financial reasons. I'm not asking for donations. I'm not being like, hey, hit me up for a reading, because I don't do that. This is collective messages. That's why I'm here. The end. Maybe in the future, maybe I might do individual readings, but at this time, these readings are for the collective, not for anyone specifically. That's why I'm always like, take it as it resonates. There's going to be bits and pieces that apply to you, and there's going to be parts that do not. Leave that, discard that. Collective message. There are parallel stories happening simultaneously within the collective, but as a whole, collective God consciousness is over here in this feminine energy trying to get rid of this masculine crap. That's the spiritual warfare. So we are not repeating the cycle, imprisoned by our past traumas and things of that sort. Where is that card? Anyway, there's a card that mentions cycling, basically like going back into a wartime period. It's obviously not that important because we don't even want to repeat it anyway, so I don't need to bring it up. We ain't silly. We ain't over here being silly. So, yeah, I think that one thing I just want to cover real quick, and I probably will bring it back up again. I need to talk about the deer too. I almost hit a deer this evening. I've been seeing lots of things today in pairs. So two, the number 2 is very, very heavy. And that's wonderful that it's very, very heavy because the high priestess is in that 2 energy. 2 is the twin flame number. 222, twin flame, like love. But 2 can also mean like relationships. Any relationships outside of yourself, including your relationships with your angels and your spiritual connection and all of that. Most High, that is a connection as well. Connections with your children, connections with your siblings. Like I said, anything outside of yourself is 2. Anything for yourself is 7. So if you ever see the number 7 with anything, that's what it means. And we are at 3555. So 3 is for Ascendant Masters, or if you're like me, you work with the deities. I have Dark Divine deities like the Morgan, Isis, Persephone, just to name a few. And 5's big changes. Big changes. Yes. Like I said, we have many paths, many opportunities, love, babies, all the excitement. This is 9 Inch Nails, Terrible Lie. And I'm gonna, he said, I think you owe me a great big apology. Like I said, somebody might need to make the first move in order to get that apology. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it on that, because there are more things that I'd like to discuss, but I'd like to take a break and kind of regroup and decide what I'm gonna talk about next and figure out what I've already talked about. So thank you guys so much for being here with me thus far. If I get through these animals, I may pull some cards tonight. If not, I basically just did a reading for you guys based on everything that I observed today. Oh yes, U-Hauls still very much in play, and I forgot to make the point of me bringing up this stuff in the end. So Terrible Lie, I'm not done. Joking. All right, so when I was thinking about the lady with her son and the ghost song and everything, it made me start thinking about how music is a universal language. Like, it doesn't matter what language you speak. It doesn't matter your race, your gender, economic status. Like, music just has a way of bringing people together and making them connect on a different wavelength. It literally is frequency and timing, keeping in beat, like, you know, like circadian rhythms and things like that. Music is a physical manifestation. I mean, you can't really touch music, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the creativity put into music is a physical manifestation of time and all the natural things of the world. Instruments are usually, or most of them in the past, were made from things from the earth. You're using your senses, movement, sound, all of that, vibration, all of that. That is the best way to connect with the earth. I'm going to tell you, music, connect with other people, music. So music today made me be able to connect with this new person that is now a part of my life, that I know things about, and that I hope will feel, you know, more inclined to keep in contact with me. Let me know things about them. I'm sure that they probably have a wealth of information that I'd like to know about as well. They're here, so they obviously resonate with the type of stuff that I'm talking about. So use me as a resource, and hopefully I can you as well. And that goes for any of you guys. If you want to comment, if you want to reach out or whatever, I'm very open at this point with doing that with you guys. I don't have a very super big following, so I can at this time. So take advantage. But the thing that I was going to say was, when I talk about connecting with your ancestors, it doesn't necessarily have to mean like ancestors from far back. Although those ancestors are definitely there to help you at this time. But it can also mean like your ancestors as in your children, if you have lost your children, or your siblings, if you have lost your siblings, even if they're a younger sibling. I communicate with my grandfather Richard, and I also communicate with my brother Christopher. I've never met either one of them, and my brother Christopher is older than me, and in fact passed away from SIDS. So technically in this lifetime never lived a lifetime, but I still communicate with him. He was born before me, passed before me. He passed when I was somewhere between 4 and 6. We never met each other, but I communicate with them and call upon them on a regular basis. So that may be your story too. Maybe like this woman, you have lost a child or you have lost a sibling or someone. You can still communicate with them. Their energy, they're everywhere now at this point in time. Their souls, their spirits. Our spirits and our souls do not reside in this. This is the shell for the moment. For this lifetime, on this 3D plane, this is what we are manifested in for the moment. We are not this. This is not us. So if you feel like you need to have that connection with someone, talk to them. They are now angels. They are now out there to help you with their wisdom, with their protection. So if you specifically see the number 4 with their wisdom, if you specifically see the number 4, that's what it means. The angels are there and they're there to give you protection. So hopefully that gives some of you guys a little bit of comfort, teaches you a little bit about how to communicate within the number sequences. This song is Linkin Park Numb. So we're definitely going to cut it on this and start with that one when we come back. I say thank you guys for hanging out so far. I hope you do come back, and I hope you got something from this. Enjoy your evening if you don't, or whenever you see this, because sometimes you guys don't see it until the morning time. But whenever you do see this, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to the old OG subscribers, my people. Gratitude, much gratitude. I love you guys. Until the next part, I'm gonna take a break and I will be back. I love you guys. Have a great evening.